What I will say is that this is not necessarily going to be a happy marriage. It's going to be probably a very bumpy ride.
On paper, Tasmania's Parliament, Government and Premier look much the same as before July's snap state election. But the Liberal government has received a wake-up call from voters and the crossbench.
Well, the Liberals know they are on notice because they don't have the numbers in the House, and every day they have to work very hard to get House support to pass legislation.
So as far as I'm concerned, this bromance with the crossbench at the moment is very definitely on its P plates. Let's see how it goes.
Prompted by a no-confidence motion in the Liberal Premier, Tasmania's fourth election in 7 years delivered another hung parliament. Weeks of crossbench negotiations followed, but Labor couldn't secure the support of even one crossbencher.
There was just no movement at all from Labor on the issues we promised people that we'd fight for at the election. No movement, no change.
Tasmanians are right back where they started, with another minority Liberal government and the same Premier.
We will be continuing to govern in the best interest of all Tasmanians.
In his bid to hang on to power, Premier Jeremy Rockliff made some major concessions to cater to the crossbench. He's paused any expansion by the billion-dollar salmon industry and announced an independent review.
Well, it clearly is a shameless sellout. We're very disappointed.
Eating salmon is killing Tasmania.
Former journalist Peter George is now one of the crucial crossbenchers who campaigned on an anti-salmon farm platform.
So he recognised that there was that a number of the independents had been elected on the back of very much opposing the salmon industry and trying to bring it to a halt.
The Liberals have also dumped plans to expand native forest logging, and the Premier says he'll ban greyhound racing by 2029.
Fish the egg over the top, fish the egg too good.
The Liberal Premier to date has shown that he understands the political realities of the new Parliament that Tasmanians have delivered.
But the stunned greyhound industry has hit back, releasing a letter the Premier wrote during the July campaign, pledging his continued backing for racing.
He sent that letter to one of the presidents of the club. That president circulated that letter, and on that basis people voted for that party. And then with no warning at all, just to hear it on the news, that he stands up and says he's banned it. The hypocrisy and the duplicity is just breathtaking, isn't it?
Need my puppies. Need my puppies.
Sharon Marshall owns and trains greyhounds in southern Tasmania.
Come here, puppies.
He's probably got no credibility with anyone anymore. Because you wouldn't trust if he backflips on us, he's backflip on them again.
Mr Rockliff sent a similar letter of support to the salmon industry during the election campaign.
I do question the Premier's commitment and the Liberals' commitment. How can you write a letter to the salmon industry one day saying there'll be no moratorium and that there's 100% support for the industry, and a couple of weeks later agree to what you call a pause in industry expansion?
This is about sensible engagement. This is about recognising the will of the people and recognising that there are a broad range of views across the Parliament. We believe in our policy announcements that we've got the balance right. We believe that the majority of Tasmanians would welcome the announcements that we've made, and I don't resolve from that.
Amid ballooning state debt, the almost $1 billion AFL stadium proposed for Hobart's waterfront is also looming as a challenge for the government's relationship with crossbenchers. Only one of the 11 crossbenchers supports a stadium. Both major parties do.
My belief is that anybody who looks at the budget bottom line is going to realise this is not something we should be doing now. I think there's every chance that the Liberals and Labor will gang up and try and ram through this legislation. If they do, it will be a total travesty.
I recognise the fact that, yes, we've got to bring people along with the journey, but the Tasmanians very clearly had its say. Overwhelmingly, the majority of members in this place were elected on a pro-stadium stance, of which is fantastic.
After failing to win power, Labor is facing its own major challenges. The party swiftly dumped Dean Winter as leader after his no-confidence motion backfired. Now in its 12th year of opposition, the party is being led by former teacher Josh Willey.
I am the best person to lead us forward in the wake of our worst election result ever.
As Parliament resumes, there's some consensus that Tasmania can't have a repeat of the past couple of years.
We want a stable and functioning parliament. We've heard it loud and clear from Tasmanians in the election. They don't want more elections.
If this parliament fails in 4 years, it will be a real disaster, not just for Tasmania, but for the parties. And I think there is probably enough common sense, if not goodwill, to drive it forward.